knows if I win this match, I would say
BBL have the easiest route. It's win. That's the main thing that they need to do.
Yeah, Tom broke everything down on Twitter,
I think
right?
that it definitely gets complicated for everybody else, but if Vitality can win, BBL lose, that's basically the game done. So.
I mean, the bottom line is coming into this week, especially even if you're a team that can't qualify anymore, some of them, just by winning, especially dominantly, could cause some problems for
Looking at you, Carmine Corp.
Absolutely. They could still have the impact on the season. So really, this week is all about winning games as dominantly as possible. I guess that's what every week's about, but it's their last chance to do it.
Fnatic have been doing that since week 1, but
they got the memo. They got the memo. Even with the stand-in, they were looking hot. But here we go.
Honestly, I don't doubt it. Okay, Heretics on defense, Vitality on attack. Huge game for the outcome, and that is a mad way to start. And the recon's good.
Sure, he dies, but the damage is done here.
Yeah,
so much damage is done. They need to be really... Okay, Mixwell is in spawn. No one needs to overstep the mark over towards A.
And as you mentioned, Mixwell just locking them in. It means they can gamble
this right here, when you look at this, you give in Heretics like 85% to win this right now. 85. Oh boy. 15% looking a little bit. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Mixwell was here so fast though. I think he got a shot off. Pretty scary there. Nice try from Destrian though. Nice try. Almost a cast, yeah. Jim today, yeah, course man. Course. We had dude, I was up early today. Actually got a full night's sleep. It was kind of unbelievable. No longer gonna happen for a little bit, but it was great.
But a good start for Kellogg's, and as I said already, I think that's going to be one of my main focuses on the series, because a lot of the time, I feel like you need to support...
Is giving the percentage when you were trying to avoid the cast? Yeah, maybe that's the better way. Maybe that's the better way. I give you just random percentages off the top of my head.
In this series, and I am worried about the Jets, because I genuinely think whoever turns up today probably wins.
Players are going to kill me. The 28th, the day of all the finals, is going to be a nightmare. Whoa, tomorrow's going to be a nightmare. They're the two days.
But that hasn't helped them. They were expected to be on short, held by Kellogg's, and
there could be some bad days as well, but I don't. EMEA haven't released their schedule yet, or if they have, I don't know about it. If either team loses their out, yeah, it's a massive game right now. The rest of the
weapons though will tear through you just as easily. I think at this point, you know, damage is often
the Kellogg stand up. We'll see. It's still very early. This is great for his confidence. Honestly, he would be. I would be kind of fine letting him hunt if he got an extra kill and a death that's knifed into the next round. Not let him hunt yet, but like when we get to like a 25-second mark.
And I highlighted Sender and Bone Cold as the two players that are really going to do the damage with the pistol. Both instantly dead, so I am starting to believe in that power at this point. But we'll see what can Twist and do. Bit closer than I thought it would be, but Boo gets the kill in the end.
30 seconds left. Yeah, they had a good flash pop through to get the opportunity there for Malzy, but doesn't land. Good shot for Destrian. Has the spike, look, especially with the recon, he knows he's safe.
But here we go. A lot of this is important. So if Kellogg's gets this kill on short.
The reason it's hard in these rounds is because you often have to push into them, but now they have to come back through those choke points. As you can see, though, the weaponry advantage, it sits strong with Heretics. Kellogg's even upgrading his Marshall for a Bulldog.
Get this half.
Just a couple moments ago for that first fight.
Okay, give it to Kellogg's. In terms of the defuse, pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to the big buy round against a bonus round. Kellogg's has one away, so they could definitely be going heavy for this A orb. We'll see if they want to. And we'll see if Vitality know that as well, and see if they want to just... There's multiple ways of playing this, right? You either let them have it and you go over towards C, or you fight just really, really hard. We're not even sure that this is going to be the way that they're going to approach it, but
I do think getting off to a strong start here, though, is going to be fairly important, because although I do think Haven has been a good...
It's at least something that they have to consider.
They've now lost it 3 times in a row. One to Fnatic, close. Okay, that's fair. But losses to BBL and Foot as well. So this is not like it's been.
Do you dream about Valorant? Not as much as I used to.
So there's still opportunities.
Not as much as I used to. Sometimes now, every now and again.
One away from getting the Blade Storm, and look at him go!
Oh yeah, a little bit bad timing there. Nicely done from Destrian. We've seen Heretics do this before, so it looked like Vitality had done the homework already for it.
maybe recoverable. Not often you'll hold that second mid, I suppose, unless you're going.
No, Heretics can still qualify.
Control.
They just need everything to go right. They need to win this. Doesn't matter if it's 2-1 or 2-0. And then they need like 2 other teams to lose.
At this point.
They need K-Corp to win.
It was deactivated because you're just so far away, so then you have to send Bone Cold towards C Long. So just containing this Heretic side right now is a priority. They are going to have to start looking to make a move pretty soon. I mean, 50 seconds on the clock, and they're starting to poke up on A long and see that is clear. But if they decide to roll the dice on B, they're in a lot of trouble.
Through it, I think it's going to happen. Today's the day.
Under quite a bit of pressure. He's still somehow surviving in this corner, and time is being bought.
Would you watch Last Chance Qualifier for any regions? Mate, I'm going to watch all the Last Chance Qualifiers. That's like my favorite event. I love Last Chance Qualifiers. They're fun. They're so hype.
The only thing I would say now is that there is no one on A. So although this is a little bit sketchy, they should still have time, but they're taking a long time, Mitch.
Yeah,
every single game matters. It's incredible.
That's going to help them out. No second smoke to go up to heaven, so that's a wide open angle for them to worry about. Here comes a recon. Deleted.
I'll tell you what, if that breach damage reached.
Shock dart's a little late on coming through. Not going to find the planter. Possibly some damage.
Okay, they need to try and do as much damage as they can.
Now it becomes very
they're not going to win this
retake,
retake, but
get out. Again, the weaponry disadvantage. This time it's on the other foot, and Vitality.
That's kind of interesting. They had something similar to the DRX retake, right, with the stun damage. I think the damage was a little bit off again, but I'm not sure.
This could have been a disaster for Vitality.
Aylus, what's up? How are we doing?
They've come out of it with their heads held high.
Yeah.
Am I going to watch the China Champs qualifier? Maybe, if the time works out alright.
I was worried that we were just going to see Heretics just run straight into that.
Doombro said the pistol timeout yesterday was a misclick. Yeah, it was either, that's kind of what we called, right? It was either that or, can't even remember what we said, or a mistake from production.
The majority of the frags, and it was quite funny earlier. I was chatting with Twiston, and he goes, yeah, everybody else says the temperature.
Okay, now we go into the big buy, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that can't buy next round.
It's because you're screaming your lungs.
And that's a great start into it. Holy hell. There's only one person from Vitality that can't buy, and the money's actually really good, so they will be buying into this. Really important round for Heretics. Destrin still has his ult. And this is going to probably work out pretty well. The stun has missed.
Mixwell still good though. Still very good in that fight, but Sander's still coming ahead. Okay. Hunter's Fury going to be committed. I mean, that was basically to help out with taking Mixwell down. Hasn't found too much on the back of it. Interesting, and the control Vitality get with all this chaos
trying to get around 1 PM BST, that's decent.
Great push
and yeah, maybe we added in.
Kellogg's going to pop his Blade Storm.
We'll see. Once it gets close to champs, we'll be trying to cover as... Again, we try and cover as much as we can.
That is a lot to lose.
Whatever is, like, slightly doable.
It's a big kill. Yeah, that's basically the majority of your utility to get back in. Bear in mind, they don't have paranoia or anything anymore.
No way he's allowed to get away with this stuff. Recon's great as well.
He's just causing them so many issues.
God, he's a monster. We've got 1 smoke for the spike. Wait, Kellogg's just insta-used his smoke somewhere.
I mean, at this point, the clock's a little too low, and they don't know how much else.
Yeah, they definitely got to save this up. Okay, huge run for Vitality. Dude, 4v5, they managed to bring this one back. They did put an ult into it, but it didn't matter too much. It was more just the isolation kill that they got over towards Garage.
That was a lost round, and they realized it's saving these weapons instead. And as we said, you invested Blade Storm here, as well as the Operator. Whether that was intentional on that A play or whether it was a misclick on the way back, it doesn't quite matter.
I think, no, and I'm going to take an educated guess. Knowing Kellogg's, it was on purpose.
Yeah, both of these teams can still qualify. Both of these teams can still qualify. It's a bit easier for Vitality to qualify.
They took B side and he popped it almost immediately.
But yeah, both these teams can still make it.
I don't think that was the
does get a little bit tacky if Heretics win, but we'll focus on that if they win.
Way ahead of everyone else.
And then if Vitality win, I think they need to be able to lose.
I
think that's right.
You lose that breach util, that makes it so much harder to clear the rest of the site.
Good stun to start. That's going to follow up with a push coming out of Ova right up behind them, and that's a double. He tries to make a sneaky play, and it doesn't quite matter that he goes down in the chaos.
This is a low buy from Heretics, and they come out swinging on top of A shut down with 4 people.
Heretics, plenty of pistols, and they have got it under control.
Mix one just to make sure he doesn't overstep.
Weapons will be amazing to seize back. The spike just on the other side.
Love that. Love that. Good from him. He didn't overstep. He just held this. Just wanted to get the info. That's so fine that he goes down here. It's a 1v4 from Twiston.
3 rifles now. They've acquired everything, and the op is trained in on that angle. Sure, he's at... Oh, he's going for the Blade Storm up and over.
Oh, he's really going for this.
Twiston.
Oh, he has Spike.
And he's damn close to it, but Kellogg's puts a stop to that storyline.
Yeah, trying to get him with the unexpected repeat. They were ready for it. It's a massive round from Heretics. Low buy from them. Now we should be getting relatively lower money. GMS, Dr. Hacky. Thank you. Got the long day now, mate. I'm comparing today to tomorrow, and today's like a short day, so that's what we're sticking with. We're saying it's a short day today. Tomorrow has potential to be the biggest.
Yeah, I mean, the paranoia coming through just completely ruined their chances.
Stream ever.
You've got a Sova trying to put a drone up while the team is covering him, but now they're blind. They can't see a thing, and the pace catches them off guard. Just a gorgeous idea.
UKCS traitor. Man, I did my bit for UKCS.
A lot of pieces missing. That's
I did what I could.
Man. Mixwell, he's having a great start to this game. His flanks have been on point. Getting
Thomas has the flag now.
For sure. And right there, an opening duel onto Twistin, a man who, I mean, almost single-handedly saved the previous round.
I think that's one of the main changes I've noticed in this version of Heretics is that it seems like Mixo is much more willing to take a risk, like to have a little bit of a gamble in some of these rounds, because I think they need
heard something different. So I did the right stuff for UK.
I feel like it's maybe
unless you're talking about like actual playing stuff.
Like, oh, you lost that fight, but it's fine. And I think that's why we're seeing him do some of these riskier plays.
I had like the Faceit hub for UK, and I just gave it to Endpoint. Just because I felt like they would run it better before I left.
Lothar's ears perk up when you said that. Seaside's under threat, 2 nanos on it, but it's Volvo.
And then we tried to coach some teams as well. Tried to do what we could there.
This is what's fantastic about watching this guy play, especially on a
CS2,
controller,
man, I love this game too much. It's not a chance.
Like the good old days. He always gets his one, sometimes his two, but Bone
oh, nice shock though. That's so worth. Yeah, trades from the grave. Not a chance I expect Kellogg's there. Uh-oh.
He's accidentally dodged the op shot. Given a
Can't win
second
this
chance
though, right?
here. Paranoia is good. TP across. That's a great angle, but they're ready. He still got Mixwell for it. That could have went very
not too bad. As attempts go, that was not too bad. Nicely done from Weber. Important shock from him. Yeah, and they actually.
He had to try and find an angle.
We'll see. Maybe they can buy a light on
with the op. Like that was the main threat. He either had to just swing the turret, which is going to.
That was almost crazy. Yeah, it was really. Honestly, it was a pretty good idea. I thought the op was going to get him from long, because he didn't TP out fast enough.
Now again, it didn't really work out. But I am liking this. They are managing to win a lot.
Yeah,
of these
that's nice. Good ping from Mixwell.
Finding kills with the operator.
Dude, I love this replay guy, man.
That's one of the things that I feel like right now.
And like, it's so nice having a replay guy that understands Valorant as well. Like, he doesn't just clip that at the kill. He clips it him getting his mini map up and then pinging it and then getting it. Like, he's good at explaining how they get the kills. Like the little intricate details.
Off utility and even their own recon just counting in his head. Mixwell was able to shut that down. You're being caught off guard by some A-long pushes, and this is just a game where Heretics have come out swinging, and it's definitely caught Vitality off guard.
We'll mention it. Every time he does something good, we'll mention
it. They certainly weren't expecting it to look exactly like this.
Why is Sova so damn satisfying? It's crazy how much Sovux can like take over games, to be honest. It's definitely the util that you probably notice the most, right?
In these early rounds is, okay, we saw some aggressive A main control being fought for. They weren't winning that fight. It was an aggressive position, or it was Kellogg's holding an op. Both difficult to find in the early rounds. And then, other than that, they've sort of playing these slower defaults, which a lot of the early picks have been going the other way. I'd like to see them go for
the replay guy's actually in chat. That's incredible. Atrix, you're doing great, man. How you're multitasking this as well at the same time, I don't know. But shout out to you. Chat. Replay guy's been gifted a sub from ALS. Atriox, welcome in. Thank you for all of the good replays. We appreciate it. We love everything. Love everything that you're doing, mate. Keep it up.
And it's the rolling thunder.
Well, the main thing's a Hanu's Fury, right?
It's like a counter and a lockdown, essentially, right? Mixwell's one away from grabbing his own one, so
Ellis, thank you for doing that, mate. Appreciate you.
On the horizon for Team Vitality.
So worthy slug. Okay, so we have a big pause from this as well. So this is a very important round for them, because this is getting a little bit out of control. That eco run kind of wrecked everything. This is nice. They use a lot to push him off, though. Yeah, I was going to say, there's not a chance he doesn't repeat. Damn, it's fast with it. Oh, relax, you've won the round.
really not going his way to start.
Oh god.
Attempt at a wall back. He's still here.
Oh god.
I mean, he's in a lot of trouble now.
No way he's out. He's one of the craziest people to watch. He is definitely like, when you're doing when you're like prepping your team, like if I was gonna prep Liquid, right, when I used to be in them, I think I would just show them that clip. I think I would literally clip him and just be like, he will do this every single time. When you've pushed him off an angle, he's gonna repeat it again. And that's probably the clip I'd show them, just because it's crazy. That really shows just how confident he is, how much he just wants to constantly take angels. Oh, it's a nice stun. Evova's done great here to move him. Evova did good here. Yeah, respect to Evova. Might have just won this one. We'll see. 1v2.
10 seconds left, and at this point, Malzy's the only player.
Yeah.
It seems impossible for him to even get the spike down.
He's considering long, I think. No, that's not bad. Honestly, Mosey should be a little bit happy they didn't actually die. Like he died before he used his ult. It's a big round, so it's 2-9 loss bonus on top of this.
It's the same problem. Like they're fighting versus Kellogg's in the early round. He's winning those fights. You don't like. That's the thing. When he is in form, when he's playing this aggressively, he's currently 9-2. You're losing all of those battles.
Did he dart the smoke willingly? Yeah, just in case he just played it super safe, right? He just darted the smoke in case the guy tapped the spike and was going to swing through the smoke.
How much map control you've actually lost elsewhere? Because Mixor's basically in your spawn. Like, this is
pretty much the only way they could lose, to be honest. So, as in, like, if he tapped and then run into the smoke.
Kellogg's just fighting like tooth and nail with somebody, but I almost feel like it's getting to a level of disrespect where you're got a two-man advantage.
Right, low buy, like we said, this is getting, man, this is really decent.
That you can have,
they have so many ults.
Fragging like that, Evova, your consistent site holder.
Someone in chat said like a lot of this is down to Kellogg's, and I think that guy was kind of spot on. At the moment, it's having a lot of impact. Uh-oh, this can be a bit of a nightmare though. These kind of positions here and getting someone to an early position when someone overheats a lot can be kind of strong. It's a nice. Oh god, you're not gonna.
It doesn't seem like the round 4, but they've got 5 ultis, so
you're not gonna do anything, right? Tell you what though, this is smart. He kills the smoker, he gets over towards heaven. It's not gonna be getting smoked unless Twistin does it. Insta shuts down the drone, keeps facing as well. Stun goes out, still has his knives. Recon's good. Wait, why is the... No way it doesn't get him here. Yeah, it actually wasn't good. It just went a little bit too shallow. Jesus. He's farming.
I said at the beginning, which jet are we going to get in form? There's only one on the server right now.
Absolutely. And look,
when he's on, he's on. 14-2? Oh my god. 8 rounds in.
First 8 rounds. It doesn't get much better than that. Your jet already fired off 2 Blade Storms and 1-2. Great success. That is a
Through, what the hell is this? When and after did I say that? Stop getting the hordes to hunt me.
For his performances, this is more what we're used to seeing, and then some.
But this is why you have him on the team. He'll have
it was desperate. It literally says pinned by Freya.
He's just unplayable. But I do think that a lot of the time...
it says it Desp said it, but you're the guy who pinned it. Surely you take the blame.
Battles that Kellogg's loves to take. Not really overwhelming him. And
okay, real fast in terms of this one. This is the buy. Nice reactive. Oh my god, with the stun on top of it as well. And he tagged the person on site. Webb's a god. Webb's an absolute god. Oh.
Good to at least grab
Boss man.
He needs
to
okay.
Now he has his own ult.
Oh
god, what a crazy round this is. Maybe Send is more of a god.
This is going to buy them a ton of time. They're trying to destroy it.
Damn, he did great.
Looks like they've gotten the kill. That's going to buy
okay, a lot of this is on Twistin.
But those players sat down on long.
Okay, you need to just... Oh, he got half and he has another smoke. And he got around the corner. Oh god. Smoke goes out. Gotta half this. No way, that's so sick. Kellogg's actually did unbelievable. The double smoke MVP. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, he's hitting these shots as well. 16-2. He's coming in with the assist smokes to get this down, and he's hitting the shots. He's outrageous at the moment. This stun for the ult was nice. Damn. We'll call him out again. Respect to the replay.
Good response though. Like Sender, even though it was a bit shaky, he did an incredible job to bring them back, but just the post plant was just not good enough.
Dude.
Like they just used a couple of jet smokes and just diffused. Like that should not happen.
He makes the AWP look like it's a different game. Honestly, like you're supposed to be more stuck in the mud. This guy's going for like COD 40.
Yeah, he's on for like 40 kills. If the game goes long enough, he's on for 40.
So
he really
annoying
is.
to play against, and when he's got this confidence behind him, I genuinely don't know what you're supposed to do. Lose, I suppose, and Vitality doing a great job of that so far. Just 2 rounds on the board.
No one else has to do too much, to be honest.
Gone for A, and they have not found success.
That was great from him, though.
B before, but that was clearing out a ton of
the smokes and how he handled it. It was literally all up to him.
Something you'll do all too easily now, with the way Mixwell's been punishing so far. He's an alarm bot to play
Mixwell
off.
again, pinging so that he can try and get the kill.
There, a little bit of damage.
Doesn't want to go for it this time. They burst over towards B.
He has a TP
to get out, right?
Crunch in from the sides. The rolling thunder is going to deny
Vitality play this one pretty good though. They go in, they TP
as you can see, only
out, and they bait out the breach ult. That's pretty nice. Alarm bot's going to go off. What's the reaction here? Is Mixwell just going to swing this? Oh, that's a little bit too much. Omen flash though.
That is huge.
I don't know how he's got away with so much. Again,
why do Heretics look unreal right now?
Through from Avova. He's been an anchor, but also been helping out with that util from afar. And now, again, we see a massive disadvantage for Vitality to try and fight back from. It's not happening. Already surrounded. Mosey on
Damn,
just
they
1
look
HP,
unreal. The
and
util's unbelievable. We had the breach done, we had the Sova ult last round. This one as well, we got the Omen flash with the peak, with the one-way as well.
As soon as the pressure comes in, inside a garage, and it's confirmed there are players in there, that paranoia came through.
They're shutting down garage in a lot of ways.
It was so quick.
And he dealt with the ult.
When Mixwell swings back out, I didn't even see the paranoia come in. I just see they're blind. Like, what an absolute, like, the synergy that Team Heretics
the synergy's outrageous. Another good replay as well. Someone got a counter out and run like 5.
Look, the synergy is great and everything. You also have Kellogg's going 16-2, which is just you can't.
Man, surely get this guy for all of the. Surely get this guy for just all of the big events.
They're not going A.
It's outrageous.
What a strange decision. Kellogg's has decided he's on the attack side.
The funny thing is, as well, is okay, we are seeing Mixwell personally like swap up his util, but in terms of their overall setups, haven't changed it that much because they haven't really needed to. Like if they go A, they die to Kellogg's. He falls back and plays from afar. They retake. If they
another
go C,
low buy for Vitality.
8-2.
They still go garage, even though they got wrecked in garage every single time.
Again, another weak buy. Twiston has a gun, but that's about it.
It's a nice shot from Avova. He gets his own off out. They double up this.
The fact that you have all this pressure on garage as they're about to come around the corner, that is when that peak comes out, getting value for the Sheriff. Team Heretics still very much in control of this round. Avova on the operator. He's waiting for the second man through. He's being spotted, being spammed, and it's time to back off, play with his teammates. Now he's in the open.
Yeah, I was going to say, mate, your smoke must be going soon. Twiston's time.
A second for Twiston, a third. The C site's on lockdown. There's a player behind, though, and it's
Kellogg's 1v3.
He's missed next
Dashes
to
forward,
so
of course.
Far.
Oh,
There's
God.
one, the wall getting in the way, but he's still moving around. Shorty in his back pocket, Phantom in his hand. They might want to double swing him. There it is, up on top. Good angles.
Hell, I thought he was going to win it at one point there. I'm not going to lie to you. Nicely done from Vitality. Got a little bit close. 6 from Twiston. Might just have his own round.
I don't know that it's quite the lifeline yet.
17-3 still.
Well, that's the glimpse you want to see. This is the Twiston that
ready for the 20-hour stream tomorrow? Yeah, I think so, honestly. I'm kind of feeling it. Pacific will be fine.
This is exactly
the
why this
EMEA games will matter a lot. And then hopefully the NA games are the same thing. I think the last NA game matters.
Finally, they managed to kill off Kellogg's as well.
A third time.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, when it was that 1v2 and he was about to swing around the box, I was like, he's won this.
Attack
the
pause.
Thing, because Sander was so low, if that shorty did come out on that
both
first
of the
fight,
NA games matter.
Wait,
the first NA game doesn't matter, right?
Or am I wrong? Jumped out of it with a shorty, he would have gotten the kill. And that's something that I've seen Twiston do 1,000,000 times. This time he was reserved.
I'm talking about tomorrow, right?
Kellogg's pulled out his inners again.
Sorry, champ. I'm talking about tomorrow. For the confusion.
Don't know what this one is about. Hopefully it won't be.
Cloud9 crew.
Pansy and Ipo are in the building, aren't they?
But over on the EMEA stream, it's BBL Foot, right?
What topics have we got for the next 45 minutes? That's the real question. Should we just go through all the permutations? We could probably get through about half of them, I reckon.
Oh, that's nice.
I'd say a quarter.
Yeah, that's
a
good.
Quarter, okay. If we speed through.
Okay, monitor.
If Cupid was playing, I'd say it.
So, you know, there's
those normally don't take
BBL foot's going to be insane. It really is. It's going to be nice to know exactly like what happens and dependent on who wins as well.
I think good to see a little bit of a glimpse of life out of the side of Vitality. Is not something that's necessarily recreatable, like him just popping off and hitting headshots with the blades. Although it has been for Kellogg's throughout the majority of this game so far.
If Vitality lose, is BBL going through? No, they still have to win their game, because otherwise Heretics goes through. But then there's something to do with the K-Corp game as well. K-Corp have to be giants for Heretics to go through as well, I think.
With their 6th player, who also happens to be their analyst, who is someone who I don't think had played for a couple of years up until the point where he ended up back in this team. And they are now currently dominating. And I mean, the Kellogg's has had an incredible
You were watching MC stream and he was saying no jokes, if they had more moms, Cupid would be the IGL. It makes sense, yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense. I feel a bit on, like obviously Cupid, it's great that he's learning a lot. But yeah, I would like him to kind of get a shot. Honestly, I hope an EMEA team pick him up for next year. Itzaletto, thank you so much, mate. As we get in towards the pistol, Itzaletto, appreciate it. 3 months in the slot club. Thanks for saying that as well, mate. Appreciate that. I'm glad you're learning, glad you're enjoying it.
Avova, he's on the TP to get that faster rotation over towards the C site. He's here to help out as they look again to make this push happen.
8-3. Dude, why did I think it was a pistol round?
Garage, 2 late on long, drop out caught. Covering all their bases on this
Honestly,
one.
if they get 4,
yeah,
they'll be pretty happy if they get 4.
I think they might have tried to shrouded step.
Not too much map control.
But even though the swing came through, there was no kill for it. There's the wall bangs, though, catching him on his way back out, allowing the lockdown to come into play.
Goes down as well. That's a big kill from Bone Cold. Avova is still up, so we're going to see a spam fest again. Avova has 1 smoke. Kellogg's has 2. Smoke goes in. Kellogg's on top to duel it. You can see the op. Oh, that's unlucky. They got it half again. Oh, not like this again.
And here it is.
Kellogg still has a smoke.
Running through those cloudbursts, this time with the shorty caught by Avova. Mostly doing the same.
Kellogg still has a smoke. Oh god. They didn't want it to happen again. They decided to rush it with a lot of shorties. 48 HP, 32 HP. Vitality get 4.
Successful round thus far. You love to see it.
That's the thing.
I mean, doable. They might need a bit of a Twisted masterclass.
And I was like,
we'll see.
And now I've been watch playing for the last couple. You know, I'm scared of that gun.
Oh man. You know what, Tom? That's been an incredible half to start this
out. I would say when you specifically brought in an IGL. Nah, I think it's fine.
Been their game to start with, but Kellogg's popping off like that.
I think it's fine.
You can ride off those maps.
Like
now it's time for Twistin to do it on the defense.
I like the MCs just like that honest about it. It shows that they have like a good
in the Coliseum. A man who I'm sorry I called you all before, but he's been around
good
a long time.
Good kind of chemistry in the team, really, to be able to talk that openly. Yeah, God B.
Legend will be an understatement, Mitch and Tom, but that is right. I'm joined by God B. Gob, welcome to Mesa Berlin.
The God B.
Are you having a nice time here? It's your first time here watching VCT EMEA live?
Yeah, it's the first time here and I'm really enjoying the show. Haven't had the time before. Now like the season is ending for us. I definitely wanted to come and yeah, you guys helped me out to come here.
Oh yeah, well we invite you back for playoffs as well. Now I know you're here for one reason and one reason only. Your boy over there, Twistin, your former teammate here, fighting for for a chance in playoffs. How proud are you on what he's been able to achieve so far this year?
I mean, a lot of coaches and also like IGLs asked me about him, like should we pick him up and all the stuff, and I was always talking highly about him. And yeah, he makes me very proud seeing him here and cheering for him. Hopefully we'll play a little bit better on the city side now, but I'm pretty sure he will.
Yeah, you think he's going to be able to come back into the game? What do you think he needs to do as a Jet player as well on defense here?
I mean, he needs to do the same as Kellogg's did. I think he controlled
just drop 18 kills.
He was not afraid. He made a lot of good decisions. He was holding off his dash a long time, so he played a lot of pressure on the other side of the opponents, and I think Twistin can do that as well. He just needed one round to ignite him a little bit, like the knives round that he had. So he's ignited now, and I'm pretty sure he will do it as well.
I mean, he's got the God B buff, so I think he can definitely
I hope
back.
So far not that big of a buff, but let's hope it comes.
We'll see, we'll see. Thank you so much, God B, for your time, and I'm going to throw this back to Tom and Mitch and see if Vitality can indeed make that comeback.
Nice, what a legend.
Honestly, I feel like that was like my dad at sports day, where he's just seen me run and he's gone, oh, but you see that kid over there, the kid that's like running really fast? You should be more like him. Like, I feel like it's just
do what he's doing, man.
Do what the kid that's like killing everyone
drop
does.
18 kills or 17 kills, whatever.
We are straight
pistol
into
round.
Our pistol round. One that I think is going to be
Dude, a lot of util on this one.
If they're going to be able to turn the tide, and for
A lot of
Heretics,
util.
they
No
might be
Omen
able to
Flash
get
though.
off to a flyer on this
Omen Flash is
map.
normally the one that everyone prioritizes.
We heard it there from Gabi that Twistin could be a big factor, and look, he's playing the A side.
How's the
as
game
well.
so
They're
far?
gonna draw
Honestly,
direct
it's just the
comparison,
Kellogg
but it's
show,
hard
to be
not
honest
to.
with you.
I think for him,
It's the Kellogg show with a bit of
we'll
Heretics good util and dashed in.
been able to light the fire and come back in with a lightning performance. This is a very passive hold.
Keep an eye on the
Vitality.
flank behind. The turret's going to spot.
Twistin pushed back by that stun. No chance to punish on the way through. A little bit of damage onto Kellogg. Just tickled him up a bit, but yeah, this is a pretty hard retake.
Shoots the turret, so there's pressure behind, and then Instaghost joins the rest of the team. So we like that constant pressure behind now. Mini, thank you so much. A whole year, mate. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's a little bit delayed, though. I think an
with that.
Aftershock's even gone through on the other side to try and clear them out, but Sender's done well.
Boo was busy putting his utility, got dropped on out of heaven. Twistin falls. But look, just about making it out. The weapon in hand of Volva's lit him up to that turret.
They can stick this pretty much.
Will close it out.
They're going to stick this. Someone's going to spam.
Oh, that's a headshot though. Canceling it off, making sure the defuse wasn't going through. They've got the bodies to throw at this.
Wait,
and even
chat, he didn't kill the diffuser, right? He just got off it.
Wins that fight. He didn't plan to. He planned to run in and die and make sure that defuse didn't come through and let his teammate play his life. Gorgeous again from Heretics. And that could be a nail in the coffin. Losing this pistol
maybe
now puts Heretics very close to double digits.
Maybe it could have. I don't know. It was close, but like you might as well stick that. I think he was getting spammed and he was down to like 10. Yeah, he was gonna get. I don't know. The fact that they got the kill as well on the other guy, they might have thought that they'd done it.
Another pistol loss for Vitality, and
well, I mean, Weber's reloading there. I didn't see any other bullets come through after that. To be honest with you,
with the pistols in this round, in fact, they've gone for 2
this map might be done.
Oh, nice shot on the Boo. Good damage. You know, that last round's an example of why cast is just a
surely
terrible
Kellogg's
statistic.
peaks.
You just take
Kellogg's
a look at
peak.
the drop.
Over peak.
Put out
That's
so
what you
much
do.
utility. His aftershock is
Over
stunning.
peak. They have
He's
no
hitting
idea
them
you're
all
out.
on the way through, and he just gets dropped on by Twistin,
nice.
who's traded out. But the guy had no chance.
He
was playing his role.
Twistin actually did so much damage so far.
The scoreboard, any stat won't reflect that. But he was done dirty. Then he starts this round out by losing his shields and getting tagged up by the Marshal.
There's a couple of players tags. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, Kellogg's and Boo are both tagged already. Now, they've got a couple of rifles that they're trying to juggle around a little bit because this is a heavy investment. Like, this is a round that you really can't even afford to take too many casualties. And they are now
the double
walking
stack
into
might be
what is
right
again,
here as well. There's some
basically
low
a stack up of
HPs.
players looking for more
Even
damage
more
on the
low
back of the
HPs
Marshals.
now.
They've hit a third shot.
We've got 1, 2, 3 on 24.
He's on the edge. Just about managed to
Keep an eye on the killjoy, Big Joe. Okay, that might have just opened it up. Free roam over towards A. Maybe a little bit of an overpeak, especially considering everyone else's HP. Might come to regret that.
And look how low they are. Spectre in hand here. Twistin could have a field day. It would work well to build up towards the Blade Storm, but he goes down. Low HP on 3 players, and Evolva just 72. It's not looking good, but if they can deliver the shots, if they can deal the damage, who knows?
They're all tagged.
Maybe they can recover this.
And Twistin's dead. He did 2 of the tags. They know. They all know.
A couple left. The Sheriff could do the work with just a bullet to the chest, and already it's a headshot to Weber. They have made it work
they
again.
get full ecoed on this. We had the double Marshal come in. Mixwell won the round and then lost the round in the space of 5 seconds.
More day by day, teams win the pistol and lose the second round. That was something Vitality had.
Yeah, I mean, it was nicely done from Twistin. He did a lot of damage there.
Having a lot of Sheriffs, a lot of Marshals, and again, we've discussed
like that one, little tag there.
Of that combo. You hit somebody with the Marshal, and now all of a sudden you've got a hand cannon ready to roll.
They were still hitting headshots. That's the funniest thing. Like, you talk about all the damage that was done, then they just popped the head of all the remaining players. You're like, well, it was still interesting, I guess.
Wait, they didn't pick up the Vandal.
Confidence. They know I can swing him, I can shoot, and even if it hits the body, it's good. But no, gorgeous stuff. That's a good return, and Vitality in with another lifeline. Great push. Great punish. I mean, look, it's one of those things.
That's the confidence that they need for this one. They get the fast kill into this as well, create pressure over towards Garage. They know that the turret's there.
This buy, of course, a couple of rifles and the financials that were saved from the prior round means rifles across the board. Didn't manage to save the Vandal, but it almost says how much was actually invested. And for Twistin, this might just be a confidence round. 3 kills for him, very close to that Blade Storm going into what will be the buy for Heretics. And Mixor, really, it's about, can he do any damage? Because the economy of Vitality is going to be off the charts after this one.
I mean, just look at that 20, 70, 45. That's the HP they're left with after a lot of those fights. And I think that's why you see so often in rounds like that where you just have pistols that, especially on the attack side, teams coagulate and just rush together. Because you can at least take those fights as a unit and then trade out the guy that's 20 HP or whatever.
He's just showing off now.
20 health left on the back B. Problem is, even if you go for Twist in there, he will have support. He'll tuck in, players will come from the side, you're still going down. It's really...
Does this game matter? Yeah, it's really important for both teams. Both teams are still alive.
Well, this is
still a bit of hope.
Logitech G power-up round coming in.
God B buff.
We could
all you have to do is see him.
Actually turn this into a competitive game, or Heretics break straight back.
Oh, that's nice. Destrin manages to shoot the... They have no idea he's this close. Yep.
He might get caught, but the Flash has actually managed
it's a nice trade in the end. Boo goes down to 8 HP. They should take that with a little win.
Not just that, 8 HP left on Boo as well. 88 and 24 shields on Kellogg's. I mean, he did a lot of damage there in that initial push.
They've got Paranoia.
They're ready for short contact. I mean, they can't use the Paranoia if they step any further forward. There's a drone. It's not going to reach. It's not worth it. Rolling Thunder through, only catches one, but that player's
no
stuck on
smoke,
site.
so they decide to hit this, and that's not the best flash. Destrin's an absolute hero at the moment. They know the Boo's low as well.
There's a player coming late on flank to help out. This is Sender. Combining up with Destrin, if they take that pink together, maybe they've got a chance.
They put an ult into this as well. And Boo's 8 HP. Oh, God. It feels like it's crumbling. I think this will be a good time for a pause. It feels like everything's going wrong. I like this from Vitality, though. They decide to push close here. We had the, I think it's a good run from Destrin, right? He goes close, breaks the recon so that we can get Twistin into this angle. Just nice and early, not expecting it. We see the TP, then he does good damage over towards Boo as well. Back, baits over towards short as well. Very nice rounds.
Horrible crossfire for the remainder to push in onto.
Some good team play on the defense.
Free roam. I do maybe think that Kellogg's kind of forgot that he was there though, because he kind of walked backwards into the angle at the end.
Yeah, I would say it was a little odd. A little odd, but these things happen in the chaos. 2 rounds between them. A hell of a good recovery by Vitality, and also Heretics are pushed down to pistols. Now, some teams with these pistols are terrifying. When you've got a player like Kellogg's popping off, I certainly
Kellogg's has his ult. Maybe we see a pause after this one.
The only thing I will say is there have definitely been games where Kellogg's is a one-half wonder. So I want to see if there's going to be more from him, because I have witnessed him, as we've saw, was it 60, maybe even 18 kills. I don't know how many he's got in this half, but it's definitely not as many as he had before.
It's a bit harder to go as crazy on a jet on
they've already
attack
brought this scoreline back.
18 to 8 though, yeah. His scoreline's getting
that's
exactly
it, Tommy. I don't hate
this might work if they decide to
having that tough time on the attack side jet.
If they decide to burst over towards B. Well, literally no one here close.
A lot of the time, like we saw in last round, you dash in, you're expecting to possibly die.
Shock goes in, breaks boat. It doesn't break the alarm bot. What the hell? Tanky alarm bot.
Effectively nothing.
Oh.
That push is ambitious, but you got to take risks in rounds like this. A few too many taken this time.
Yeah,
honestly, that's not too bad. Losing that jaw, getting the plant, and getting an ult out of them. They have good after plant positions. The problem is, yeah, they're going to Killjoy ult this. Kind of needs to go fast. They kind of need his mollies on the spike itself, though. Do they just decide to try and insta-stick this? Yes, they do. Gotta try hit. Damn, respect. Respect to them here. And they get another round where they got some ults out of them as well. That was nice. Good decision. Good instant decision from Vitality here. I liked it. Just Killjoy ult goes down and they just realize, right, we just insta-go for this. Everyone duel together.
But if they bought
very nice
5 more seconds, just 5, he's in spawn, lobbing nanos in, and it becomes an incredibly difficult round to win. Unfortunately, it was already half.
Yeah, they definitely need this timeout. It's getting a little bit too close.
You could at least have caused some panic and players running back out of there. But
I think this is a good sign for them how easy they got over towards B though. Like you throw some guns into this, I think it's not too bad.
When they have guardians and pistols, so such an advantage from them. Still, as I said, really neat idea. I like it. Play the lockdown in a spot that's much more difficult to destroy for anybody else, and we've seen a lot of cool ideas come from that position exactly in the past. 9-8 though. This was a dominant-looking position. Bear in mind, it's been 4 rounds in a row now for the side of Vitality on this defensive side, and we're yet to really see too much when it comes to this attack side purchase. So a buy coming through in this round for Heretics. This is where they need to come up with some sort of idea. This is where Neil Zinho earns his money.
And still moving into this round, though, you might have a relatively even economy.
It's a big buy. The problem for Heretics is they've been using a lot of ults into their low buys.
That lockdown, and there's no Hunter's Fury for Weber.
Breach ult's kind of close. Killjoy ult's here.
For this squad.
These two are kind of situational.
That gives Vitality a lifeline. Even if they feel too much pressure on one side to play the retake, to pull back.
Heavy over towards A, and we have 3 people starting A. We've got Bone Cold over towards Heaven in case there is a Omen ult over towards Heaven.
On their side, it doesn't come through. They have a flash even for that angle as he made his way around, and he's good for 2.
Whoa, okay.
Of course he is.
Well, there we go. There's the impact. He's done enough on this.
Managing to have a huge opener here. I thought Bone Cold has done some pretty crazy things in this game.
Keep an eye on the Killjoy as well. Killjoy could potentially seal this.
I think he was seeing if they planted on that right-hand side, he was going to go for
that was really
the spam,
nice.
But not the case. And now in this after plant, I don't know what's going to be committed here. The fact is, there's an insane amount of cash for Vitality.
Yeah,
so
Vitality have so much money that they need to go for this.
The weapons out their hands.
They are making this one doable. That's a nice kill, though.
Super proactive, keeps the smokes
Mixwell
online
on
as
the
well.
flank.
This is huge paranoia down below, players rushing in, and that's a free
nice.
kill.
Omen
Great
flash for his
utility.
teammate.
This is Bone Cold's round. Twisted, Blade Storm holding the long corner. Weber doesn't stand a chance.
He's hitting shots, the molly missed.
He's hit it on the roof. He's got to run in. He's got to take the
Oh
fight.
god.
There's one. But
the time's here.
He has to swing, and there's
oh
the
my goodness, they lost this one. The 3v5, that's devastating. Yeah, the molly could have really helped that one out. How are they losing these rounds?
Understand how it happens. It's just a slight misplay in the moment.
He was running into.
Yeah, that was nice. The Omen flash.
That is so easy to do. It's a pixel of a difference.
Yeah. And the thing is, as well, it mainly came down to just, I don't know how Bone Cold gets to
they
it from
won
above.
this.
Like, the players don't really need to be peeking. No, it's this.
Kellogg's dies. Boo doesn't need to do
they
that.
Don't really need to be fighting this.
The Omen flash to set this in, that was nice.
Sure, you know it's there. You don't need to be this aggressively playing, and that's sort of the difference in this round is they gave him a way back in, and he ran with it.
Oh, you love to see Vitality getting fired back up, 9-9.
Yeah, they get this. They actually get it instantly back. It's crazy. The only round they won with a pistol.
I've seen this round, and it doesn't say replay.
And like we're saying, you know, this is somewhere that they have a lockdown. You have the ability to play retake. That's not the time that you want to go, oh, let's just force a fight on Kellogg's down on short.
Yeah.
No, that's not what you do.
Mozzi's also one away from a Rolling Thunder, so you're
yeah,
basically
Twiston's having a good half at the moment.
He
is kind of doing what God B said.
Yeah, you don't want to throw that away.
Just copy Kellogg's. What the? Oh, for God's sake, chat.
The arcade.
It's fine, we missed
nothing. I was going
nothing.
to say the lottery in this map, but you know.
I don't know, it's quite, I see people win fights against him. It's not that rare.
I think he's got 20 kills already.
Recon goes out over towards long and cleared everything as well.
He was on 18 before that.
45 seconds. Already the time.
Bone Cold, how many is he good for?
Dirty spot from Bone Cold. Well, they know he's there now. But he's managed to dodge it. And with all the spam, more time is just being wasted.
He's
the dart
very
being
bold.
He knows they're going back.
Very, very bold. Turret might save them.
But he's going to try and peek around it. I think that's the spike on the ground.
You wouldn't
few
though.
seconds wasted,
You
and
would.
He swings out with another.
Oh my god, and then they swing from middle. And then Evova's using his ult in a 2v5. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they've got the control. They knew it. Kellogg's at least took the space. He's up close.
Timing.
He's ready to go. This could work, but they're ready. They're suspicious of this exact play. Twisted even pulls out the shorty.
Oh my goodness. Every single ult so far from Heretics has been used in an eco or a massive disadvantage. Nicely done from Vitality. What the hell is Bone Cold made of? What's he done there?
Heretics were dominating.
He instant re-peeks back over towards Garage, catches them running away, kills one, then saw another one there, and he knew that the spike was down, so they're going to go collect it, so he Omen flashes. He sees the spike, so he Omen flashes, know that they're going back there, they're going to try and retrieve it, and he gets another. It's outrageous. He did great. A little bit risky, but he did great.
To Vitality, and Vitality have taken it from them. These are mistakes that they're going to look back on and be frustrated with unless there is a response. Now they come in here, They've got a Blade Storm. They have themselves something
was
to
incredible.
set up Kellogg's. But as said, he's not going as hard as in the first half, so there needs to be someone else.
Well, this is where the difference can be made, though. With the
Bone Cold pause as well, and he dodges the.
Bone Cold, though, up top
hasn't
been spotted. He saw the edge, and Sender
still hasn't been spotted.
Through the box to take him down.
Mate.
That's just
it's so one-sided now. It's crazy.
Oh, I like the attempt.
Oh, he's dead.
The spray through. He's getting returned on. So low here, but he'll just about make it away. Twistin with a whiff. He was moving away, wanted to run on the angle, fired a little bit too late. But even despite that, you know, they've got. Oh, they're leaving A. Okay, he's going to play up in A heaven. And it's a super passive play again.
You really would have liked that tag for his ult.
Thunder to work with.
Could have been another round where they the man disadvantage and they put another ult into it. Crazy Mind 1999. Wait, did I say too many nines? I don't think so. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it. 4 months. Thank you for all the support. With the tier 1, thank you, dude.
Make their way into this site. Bear in mind, we've mentioned it already. Rolling Thunder, lockdown.
There it is, the first. Now these players
hey, they'll take that though. Then pivot straight into towards C. Mix well.
But they don't move. You know, having
that
this
must look
control
disgusting from his POV.
Lockdown for A site. They don't need to leave.
Over 2 HP. Stun on top of this as well, mate. They look outrageously good.
Popping the paranoia. Dodging the shock dart and buying time for Destrian to close that out.
Absolutely insane. How many in a row? Is this 7?
They are dominating.
Where are we?
And at this point, what can Heretics do? I mean, even just look at their economy. They're going to struggle to get a comfortable buy here. Light shields all around will just about allow them, but they'll be missing some pieces of utility potentially as well. This is a really tough position to play from.
Could be interesting.
Really want to give a shout out to Bone Cold.
Could be interesting, but
some of the huge individual plays he's been making.
I kind of like the idea.
But this might be one of the first times where I see like an Omen with an absolute buttload of assists, and I'm like, he earned those damn assists.
150 screwed them up, yeah, a little bit.
Or something ridiculous. His paranoias have been phenomenal, but also the amount of damage he's been doing, where I don't feel like he gets the kill. Like at the end there, where you see a 3 HP kill come through for Destiny. He's like, yeah, I got a kill. It's like, bro, you did no damage. Bone Cold did everything. I think a nano swarm even tickled him up as well. The problem now is, like, what do? The confidence is clearly back. Like, Twistin is now only 3 kills away from leveling up with Kellogg's. As said, like, that first half, he ran away with it. He's had 1 round where he stepped it up, and he's gone missing. And I don't think that's his fault. I want to say that. It's a hard half, but you're now seeing Twistin back in form, and that's scary in itself.
I mean, I'm decently confident that he had 18 kills in the first half. I don't know if production wants to check that, but I'm almost certain he did, which means he had that 1 round with a 2K and nothing else. And at most, it was, I remember he was on 17 at one point, half one, so. Either way,
18
it's
kills,
just
13 assists.
A quieter second half for them, and when you win the pistol, get nothing else afterwards, and now you're faced. I mean, just look at their economy. 2 Bulldogs, a Guardian. I mean, there's weaknesses here. Obviously, the Sheriff as well. You know, massive weakness. But they can still win a lot of these fights. No ability to scope in there. The stun for both of them. But it was Twistin that was affected.
I'm surprised he didn't no-scope. Like, I thought knowing Twistin, he'd at least have a pot shot. Like, I'm actually...
Knowing Twistin, it would hit.
Yeah, probably.
Set up again.
But again,
looks like it might work well. How many people are going to be in range of this Omen Flash too? What's the timing on it?
Going this way. They are just waiting for the timing of this peak. They're actually going to shy away. The drone is ready.
Weber's going to get absolutely wrecked here.
There goes the paranoia, and there goes the swing, but Weber actually gets the warband kill. The spray's wild from Mosey, but he comes out with a double. A missed shot. 1 HP surviving. It's Kellogg's, but he's eventually traded out.
From
they still haven't made
any real
headway of getting onto this site.
Yeah, Bone Cold does well getting back into that corner. So tough to root him out of it, and you're just swinging straight in with a Sheriff. You're not going to win that duel. Got to look elsewhere. And Boo ain't going to be alive all too much longer. This is devastating. 1 shot from the hop, and it doesn't get the kill. Oh, it does get the kill, excuse me. Bone Cold and Sander, the last 2, going through the smoke, though. Still retrieving the spike. Low HP himself.
I
don't know what the idea is. The trade should be easy. Once they've got
they had a setup where they couldn't lose, and then now...
But no, look at this crossfire. Even if Sander goes down, you have to imagine that swing is coming in seconds later from Bone Cold.
I still can't believe we're here. 8 rounds in a row. We've had retakes,
it has been wild.
We've had
it's such a crazy comeback.
Clutches. But no matter what has happened, it's always gone the way of Vitality. spoken many times to Salah about like the structure of the team and how he's wanted things to be cleaner. They're not happy with how a lot of the stuff this season has gone, and they could be pretty much home and dry at this point.
Right, 3 chances for Vitality. Look at this.
The way that the second half has
Oh
gone,
man,
I don't know. It almost seems like a dream.
poor Heretics. That 50 round was everything. It really was.
They were able to get so much done, but it looks like they need a few more ideas.
Looking over towards Heretics, though, they got a lot of ults, so this is definitely a good chance for them to win this. This goes in. They could Killjoy ult back, but then they have the Sova ult that cancels that as well, so they might just save this.
And they are very much contained, looking to lock down the A site, though. And with that ability in play, they have most certainly got control. A plan to come through. Shock darts.
Yeah, I almost feel like there's going to be a counter lockdown in just a moment's time. Destrian.
Okay. Is Sender going to go for his ult? And then is the Sova going to try and ult?
These aggressive positions. There's so many spots to have an isolated
damn, nice.
Work, though. The stun's perfect.
Yeah, the Sova had the smoke on the turret.
Aggressive peek out and while leaving just Sender remaining. Of course, finances again are so high up, he might as well go for this.
There you go.
Of course, now they win a round and they only use 1 ult into it.
They need 2 in a row to push to overtime. That map they were 9-4
Vitality timeout, maybe? Who knows?
It's tough. It's tough to have to remember how close you were to closing it out and see it slip out of your grasp, but that kind of round might just light the fire under them.
The only worry I have is that the main way they got into the site was the lockdown, and you're not going to have that anymore. Like, they haven't been able, especially on the A site, to have any semblance of control. They've either been able to take long and then they get decimated on short, or they try and pressure short and they lose. Like, that's been the only real case in this round.
Yes! Malsey! I love it, man! The early on twist.
Oh god, and they're kind of distracted by it going on and twisting dashes in. And ult on top of it. That's huge. They take out Weber as well. 3v5.
Was he in a drone? Like, it seemed like they did that almost directly off contact. I don't know if he was using his drone and it got spotted in mid, but that almost seemed too easy.
What?
They know, they're in his head.
I guess they had the updraft and they just knew.
Giving them a lifeline with 10 HP left on Twisted.
They would have loved that kill. They kind of needed that kill, to be honest with you.
91 on Boo with 6 shields left. Definitely chipped up a little bit, and that's going to be a big problem.
Vova got tagged as well by the Sova ult, I think.
I don't like that he's doing it on a breach. Like, I'll be honest with you. I know you don't care, Tom. I know you don't care. But it doesn't seem like the best weapon to have with supportive utility.
If I'm being honest with you, show so much you know about the game, Tom. Should have 5 Odins in here for playing realistically, but, you know, economy and all that. Vitality.
Yeah, because they didn't have enough credits.
Yeah, exactly. Vitality are just pumping the brakes, and remember, they've got lockdown. 30 seconds left. Smoke goes out left side B. Smoke for right side B. Surely any second now. No, it's going to be left wide open. They're waiting for the push to come through.
Yeah, they're waiting for the breach damage.
Rolling Thunder on right.
Oh, Jesus.
No, maybe he should have kept the Odin out. Twisted trying to catch the timing, maybe a little lower than he expected. Lockdown's been thrown in as well. They almost have to push this. He's waiting with the Odin on the other side.
Pre-fire.
Just about manages to dodge it. Boo is so desperately low.
They're just sticking it.
Somebody needs to push.
They're just sticking it.
They're just going to defuse.
Damn.
Vitality from 9-4 down, lose just 1 round.
Well, yeah, 9.